Gentleman yields. Chair recognizes Mr. Wilson.
Thank you very much, Mr. Chairman, and thank you for being here today. And indeed, we look forward in a bipartisan manner to work with Congressman Sherman on his very innovative initiatives that he's proposing. But as we begin, I want to thank Chairman Mike McCall for his leadership this week. On Tuesday, he actually created historic significance in that, sadly, the appeasement in Afghanistan was revealed with 13 Marines murdered at Abbey Gate was solely the responsibility of Biden. On August 26, 2021, Biden blamed the military for the disaster. But with the leadership of Chairman McCall, we now know with General Mark Milley and General Frank McKenzie, they verified Tuesday that the irresponsible decision was Biden alone. Equally, we found out that as Biden blames Donald Trump, there have been the violations of the Doha Agreement by the Taliban, and Donald Trump has indicated that it was conditions-based and he would have never left Bagram Base. And so that was a historic hearing that we had, and then today we're grateful to be here with you, and that is Secretary Fernandez, Indo-Pacific countries are in the middle of energy crisis. Current production levels cannot meet the growing demand for energy in the developing countries, and many countries in the region do not have geopolitical topography for the support of green energy sources such as wind, hydro, and solar. Many countries have expressed a desire to work with the United States on transitory energy such as cleaning current coal resources or natural gas to meet energy demands while improving the current environmental standards. Yet, utterly irresponsible to me is that the Biden administration has announced restrictions on gas, oil, and LNG exports, putting these countries in a bind and having no choice but to proceed to alternative suppliers, such as the Chinese Communist Party. Current record exports by the United States are the result of the Trump administration's successful policies, not the current administration. And in fact, there's a contrast. As Trump promoted energy independence, Biden is promoting battery dependence on Chinese batteries. And there seems to be a Biden obsession for creating dependency on Chinese batteries, destroying American jobs. With the current proposal to cut back on exports, Secretary, how does this affect particularly LNG exports to Japan?
Congressman, thank you for your question. And let me say it again. It's an LNG pause. It's a pause designed to figure out by the OE whether additional LNG export projects are in the public interest. That is an assessment that the DOE will make. The circumstances have changed since the last DOE assessment in 2018. We now export 3 times, triple the amount of LNG that we exported in 2018. We are due to double that by 2030. This pause does not affect current projects and assessments. So, and I have spoken to colleagues in Japan, and they understand what we are doing. We have doubled exports. We intend to double exports by 2030 with existing licenses. On Afghanistan review, I'm not going to get into some of the specifics. I will tell you this: I keep a photograph in my office of an Afghan worker standing on line at the airport, and I can see the panic in his face. My colleagues at the State Department, including me, work night and day, and we stand by that work. On batteries, let me just say that the Inflation Reduction Act has already led to substantial investments in battery manufacturing in the U.S. I was in Georgia a couple of weeks ago. Georgia has received...
Hey, my time is about up, but indeed, the Inflation Reduction Act, how irresponsible is that? Almost $1 trillion to be used to subsidize Chinese batteries. I find it totally irresponsible. It has nothing to do with inflation reduction. It has everything to do with promoting dependency on Chinese batteries, as you're just revealing. And that's just irresponsible, and we should be promoting our efforts of LNG and gas exports to produce American energy independence. I yield back. Thank you.